It's funny when your kids start doing shit to you that you did to your father. I had this conversation with my son. I called him into my room one day. I go, hey, man. And he goes, what's up? I said, you know that vodka doesn't freeze? And he said, I didn't know that.
I actually didn't know that. I had zero idea that that was a thing until, well, I don't know. This was probably the learning curve.
Did you know that water does? And he said, I did know that. I go, really? Then why is my vodka frozen, you dumbass? Like, what? Why do I have a Votsicle in my freezer?
In all honesty, I was just looking out for you, man. Because, you know, sometimes you got to ration your liquor with your water so you're not hungover. You know what I'm saying?
Look, we all stole booze from our parents, right? But at least I was creative about it. I used to put apple juice on the patio for 2 weeks, right? So it would ferment. So when I put it back in my dad's bottle, it smelled like whiskey. To this day, my dad's like, man, I can't drink that whiskey. It gives me the shits.
I feel like drinking 2-week-old porch apple juice might do more to your system than just make you shit.
So I told my son, I was like, listen, man, I can't have you stealing things from me. You want to know what something tastes like? You're old enough. We can sit down in the living room and taste it. And he was like, oh, okay, I never had beer before. And I said, okay. So I went out and I bought us a case of beer. And I was sitting there and I go, look at us. We're like, gentlemen, we're having a beer together. And most important thing is we're safe, right, buddy? Lesson number 1 is you never drink and drive. And then I got him fucking shit-faced, right? He would finish a beer. I'm like, shotgun. He's like, what's shotgun? Glug, glug, glug.
Quick interjection right there. I know how much we joke around about, you know, everything that we do. But my dad always told me, and it's a firm thing I believe in every day, drinking and driving is not funny. You not only put yourself at risk, but other people on the road. For everybody's safety out there, your families, yourself, and all those out there, please don't drink and drive.
I murdered him, all right? And he passed out on the ground. So I shaved one of his eyebrows. And then I drew a dick on his cheek right here. Because you never pass out first, stupid. Welcome to the world. Daddy loves you.
It took me 8 hours to get that Sharpie off my face. And the eyebrow, I'm amazed they even grew back. It'd be crazy if one of these was like a prosthetic and I just ripped it off completely. It's just bare.
Just trying to teach him one lesson at a time, my friends. You know what I mean? I'm only one man. I'm only one man.
Is that how you teach your kids lessons? I don't know. I feel like that's a page out of the book I won't be taking from Josh Wolf. I'm not getting my son hammered for his first time drinking beer. I do have another story, though. So after that, I learned my lesson. And so instead of just taking some out of the bottle, I figured I'd just take the whole bottle. You know? So I did. But so at this time, my dad was on Chelsea lately. And she, you know, had an endless supply of Belvedere vodka. You know, she just handed them out like they were hugs, right? It was crazy. And so we had a bunch of spare bottles in the garage. And so I figured I'd just, you know, Indiana Jones this shit and take one bottle and replace it with another. And I figured it would work. Now while I'm saying that out loud, I wondered why I just didn't take one out of the garage. Because that seems like it would have just been way easier. Right? And so I ended up taking this whole bottle and swiping it out with a completely other bottle, and ended up keeping this bottle in my sock drawer for, I don't know, probably 6 months, maybe even longer. I just held on to the vodka because at this point in time, I had tried it, but I wasn't really for it. But I'm also then not going to put the bottle back because then they go, well, where's this bottle been? And I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know where it was. I just kind of found it. Well, that's just going to ruin myself there. So that would just be the end. So I just held on to it. And then after a while, I just put the bottle back exactly where I took it from. No one has said a word to this day. So, surprise! So if you can't just take a little, kids, just take the whole bottle. I don't know if that applies to everything, but take that in moderation. We'll see you next time.
This night in the fallout and it's showing you a sign to come up for air. It's different this time. Something in the fallout and it's showing you a sign to come up for air. It's different this time. Something in the